there, my name is Kelly Dale, and this is your Must Know Monday for Monday, April the 16th. So before I get started with my video today, I just wanted to say thank you to YouTube and to you guys. YouTube sent me this fabulous silver button award, and this is for having over 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So, like I said, a big thank you to YouTube and to you guys, because without you guys, I couldn't have got this. So, thank you so much. So, to get started with our video today, I want to show you how to use a component that I kind of started playing with back in the fall of this past year. Have a wonderful customer, I love her to death, and she has about 26 women who she buys gifts for at Christmas. Now what she does is, before Thanksgiving, we make bunches of earrings, and they're normally holiday earrings, some are not, but on Thanksgiving she lays these all out for the 26 women in her life, and she lets them pick whichever one they want. So I was trying to help her come up with some new earrings that we could do that would be lightweight, would be on trend for the current trend, and basically would just be really cool and funky. So we came up with the earrings that I have in, and anytime that I wear these, I get the most compliments out of these. And people normally, if I wear them and I'm in the store, people automatically go ahead and they buy the stuff to make them because they're so easy. What I'm going to be using today are these cool little silver cages. They're like this, and I'll show you a better look at them in just a second. But they're just these little bead cages. Now how they are, they don't look like you can actually put things in them. But I'm going to show you how we can put beads inside of these to really change them up and make them look really cool. So they're 15 by 12 millimeter, and you get 2 in a pack, and I've got them in a silver and a gold finish. Now these are silver plated. They work really great for earrings, and I'm going to show you, you could do a bracelet or a necklace with these as well, but I will caution you, these are silver plated like I just said. So if it were me, what I do when I'm not wearing these, I actually store these in a little plastic baggie, so that way it keeps from the corrosion of the silver. Now, these specific ones I wear quite a bit, and they have just kind of laid out, whereas some of my other ones have not, and they're still this pretty shiny silver color, so hopefully you should have no problems with them whatsoever. But to do my project today, I'm going to be using some 5x9 flat oval link chain that we sell on our website under the chain category. Also, I'm going to be using, just for the earrings, I'm going to be using 2 of the 15 by 12 oval cages. I'm going to be showing you a necklace, and it uses 9 cages. I'm going to be using some 4 millimeter jump rings. You can put whatever you want to underneath the actual cage. For me, I like to put the tassels. So I'm going to be using a 1.5 inch tassel, but you can use anything that you want. You can use a bead, a tassel, whatever you've got, a drop, anything will work. You need 4 millimeter round beads or Bicone beads to actually go inside the cage. I would not go smaller because the beads will fall out. And I would not go larger because you will really have to open up the cage more, and you will distort the look of the cage, and it won't be pretty. So I don't suggest it. And depending on what you use, if you use a round to make the earrings, you're going to need about 22 of your round beads. If you use a Bicone, you're going to need probably around 28 to 30 beads to fit into your cages. And besides that, for my necklace, I'm going to use a clasp, and for my earrings, I'm going to use an ear wire. The only other thing that I really suggest is you're going to need a pair of round nose pliers to actually work with your cages. And like I said, we do carry the cages in silver and gold. So let's go ahead and let me set my tray up and get started so I can show you how to make these really cool and simple earrings. All right, so here is the cage that I was telling you about. This is the silver, and then here is the gold in the cages. Like I said, there's not really a way that you can actually open this, where it's made to be opened. This is why I suggested your round nose pliers, because it's really easy. All you have to do is stick your pliers actually inside of one of the little slats. It doesn't matter which one, just stick it in there and then just twist your plier a little bit so that it opens up this slat. Your bicones fit really easily in here. Your round beads, you may have to push down in just a little bit, but you can see how easy these fit in there. And you just kind of want to shake it and get some, get your beads down in there. The bicones, like I said, about 15 bicones will fit into your cage. And to close it, I'm going to grab a hold of each side and I'm just going to press them back together so that they are equal, just like the other one. So if you have one that's you didn't get good enough, just grab a hold and bend it in a little bit so that it matches the whole rest of your cage. Then at this point, all you have to do is use one of your little jump rings. These are 4mm jump rings that I'm using here today. And I'm going to just simply grab a hold of each side and open up the ring. I'm going to attach my tassel or whatever you want to use, and then my bead cage that I just completed. Then I'm going to grab a hold and twist it back closed. Make sure you get it completely closed so that you have this. And then what I like to do, especially if I'm using crystals on these, I want to make sure that I do not lose these because, crystals don't come cheap. I'm going to go ahead and open up the top loop, and I'm going to attach one of my circle ear wires here to this and then close it so that I have a really simple and basic pair of earrings. Now, like I said, I've used the tassels, but you can use anything. It does not have to be a tassel. Now, I also wanted to show you, I've gone ahead and put together, this is a section that has 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of these cages, and these cages have some little 4mm fire polish beads in them. If you use the fire polish beads, about 11 beads fit really well into your piece here. This is where my chain's going to come in. I've actually went ahead and cut a link of chain, and basically all you have to do here, let me stop for 1 second and find my cutters. So I took my chain and I cut it into 2 pieces. Now, if you wanted to, you could completely make a bracelet out of this. It would be really, really pretty just to attach your clasp, and you would have a fun bracelet. But I'm going to make a really simple necklace, and all I have to do, I just got these connected with my 4mm jump rings. And here on the end, I'm going to open a jump ring and attach it to my end link of chain. Make sure you get the ring closed good. And then open the other link. And I'm going to attach this to the other end of the chain so that now, there we go, I have a really simple necklace that can be worn as well. So I hope you enjoyed learning this really simple and quick project. You can see the necklace looks really great. You can do it whatever length you want. You can put these all the way around, whatever you want to do. But it's just a quick and simple project. We do have all the components that you're going to need for this project available on my website, which is offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. And again, the cages come in silver and gold. You can find them under the their respective metal sections of the website, and you can also find them under the Must Know Monday section on our website. And again, that is offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.